Kőbánya Kispest, Ferihegy, Ceglén, Szolnok, Püspökladány.
Budapest has a bit of clue to it. The train station with large space of its Soviet look, the super-fast escalators with almost 30% of ticket machines broken, the old but beautiful buildings seem to tell the stories of past glory. They show the faded beauty of Eastern Europe without any cover-ups or filters. You just get the raw, unpolished reality. I keep getting the feeling something exciting might happen here. Maybe I watched too many movies. It's true though, a lot of movie writers choose Budapest as their setting. Now I'm heading to Vienna Hauptbahnhof now. I will catch a radio jet train to Budapest. Radio jet right here. Okay. Radio jet is pretty good. Everyone get a free bottle of water. I bought tickets through their app and I even ordered food through it on train. I went for curry rice and a coffee and a cake. The curry tasted kind of like something you'd get in Southeast Asia, like Thailand. I gotta say, like a microwave food, but surprisingly cheap. I arrived at Budapest's Kellenford station around 4 p.m. My hotel is near Keleti Pályaudvar.
Keleti pályaudvar.
Keleti Pályaudvar. So I took the metro there. The hotel is cheap. It's only $42 per night. That even includes breakfast. Much cheaper than hotel in Tokyo, I think. And the room is pretty spacious. I really feel the difference in price when traveling in Europe compared to Japan. For instance, when you travel between Tokyo and Osaka, you are stuck with the expensive Shinkansen. But in Europe, you have cheap, a bit slower train options that are still really comfortable. I pretty like these slower trains. Not too fast, also not too slower, make the journey so much more enjoyable. Now I'm walking around the area near my hotel. I really feel the difference between here and Vienna. Vienna is so polished and refined, but here everything feels more raw and direct. Just 2 hours away, and even the language feels so different. It's a little bit rundown and moody, I think. Look like Shanghai in 40 years ago. Looks perfect weather today. The streets looks beautiful under the bright sunlight. I'm using M6 now with a 8-element lens. Shoot XX at box ISO. Okay. 35, f5.6. My semi-chrome 35mm 8-element lens gave me such a sharp, rich tone and so nice contrast images. These were developed with D96, which I really like for the beautiful gray tone. Now I'm changing to my Nikon F3. I bring two Nikon lenses, the 50mm 1.2 AIS and 135 QR2 lens. This is a list of cameras I brought for this trip and a film developing method. I got using 135 here, shooting with XX black and white film and expired Fuji Eterna 250D cine color negative film.
Per te non puoi governare come si fanno.
Italian girl, kawaii. F4 with 250, 250 speed. I think it's good. I hear church bells ringing as I walk down the street and follow the sound to St. Michael's Church. Got inside with peoples, something that I feel straight out of a movie, a real service. The church is packed with locals, and maybe I'm the only tourist here. They are singing hymns with an organ playing in the background, kind of like a Bach's music. I'm an Asian and I rarely experience the real church service, especially in a church with a natural reverberant sound quality like this. I had a similar experience 17 years ago at St. Peter's in Rome, standing for 2 hours during the Pope's sermon. I don't understand Italian, but since then I think Italian is a very beautiful language. Now here, even though I also don't understand Hungarian, their singing really moves me. Singing echoes through the church. Felt so good. Maybe it's because just the simplicity and the authenticity of this church. I took some shots here and the other church, which I forgot its name. It was really difficult to focus on wide open at f1.2, but doesn't matter, I captured the vibe. Later in few days, I still catch myself humming the melody as I walk around. San Esteban Basilica is breathtaking. Construction started in the 19th century and took 54 years to finish. It's a stunning reminder of the glory of the old Austro-Hungarian Empire, its grandeur and its decay. Like Vienna, Budapest also has Christmas vibe. The central market is beautiful, but I wasn't really interested in the stalls or eating something here. I ate Hungarian beef stew soup, goulash, few times in the Budapest, and the one that impressed me most was the train on the way to Poland, where the Polish Railways train had a real dining car. In fact, Hungary not only has delicious goulash, but pumpkin soup is also amazing. I took the metro to a restaurant called Paprika. This is the M1 line, which is one of the oldest metro lines, and the trains are pretty short and close to the ground. I really like it. Paprika is a really popular spot, and of course it was packed. Since I didn't have a reservation, they told me I'd have to wait, standing by the entrance. I saw a lot of people who were told they'd have to wait 2 hours. I watched the waitress bring out food. The food didn't look too tempting, and standing around wasn't exactly comfortable, so I decided to leave and try somewhere else. I found a really nice place with a much more relaxed atmosphere. Hungarian cuisine kismezo. It wasn't busy, and the food was not only delicious but beautiful presented. Wow. Thank you. The pumpkin soup was absolutely amazing. I stayed at 2 hotels in Budapest. The second one was in the 7th district, in a very old building with a traditional look. I like it. It was also pretty cheap, just $50 per night, include breakfast, and breakfast was pretty good. This area is near the famous New York Cafe, which my friend calls the most beautiful yet most overpriced and the worst tasting cafe. I was curious to check it out, but take a look at the long lines.
No, es que hay teles, mamá, no se ve nada.
Wow. Look at that. New York coffee. I think it will be waiting for one day. Waste of time. Yeah, I see the pictures. It's beautiful, but oh my God. God. Yeah, so I decided to give up. However, after taking some shots here, I went to another beautiful cafe that didn't have any lines. Parisi Udva means Paris Garden. It's actually the lobby of a hotel inside a historic building. Some movies were filmed here. In 2011, the British film Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy filmed a scene here looks very differently. And it was this scene in Parisi Udva that made me want to visit Budapest all those years ago. The cold, slightly gloomy vibe of Eastern Europe captured on Fuji film. Now that I'm here, it's the most beautiful cafe I have ever seen. Though it lost that Cold War era gloomy charm I'd imagined. Look at this photo outside the window from the street. It almost feels like from the Cold War era. Don't you think it looks even more beautiful like that? I visited Fisherman's Bastion twice. The first time I took the wrong road and came up from the back of the castle. There's actually a bus that goes straight to the castle, but I ended up snapping a few photos of the neighborhood on the way. From Fisherman's Bastion, you can get a great view of the Hungarian Parliament building, but it's so crowded with tourists that it's hard to get a wide shot. The second time I went was during the sunset, but the light wasn't very good. On my way back from Fisherman Bastion, I saw the Parliament building glowing in the sunlight from Margaret Bridge, so I hopped off the train right there. After taking some pictures, I walked along the St. Istvan route for a bit and reached Budapest Nyugati station, which is an old, beautiful station that's also featured in Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. This scene is filmed right here at the station's entrance. Since I was there, I decided to buy my ticket for the train to Krakow, Poland. I didn't buy it online this time. Buy ticket in station, which felt very old school, right? The station was under construction and the ticket office was a bit hard to find. Took a few minutes, which was in a small temporary house.
How many people are there?
Just one, yes.
Yes, 28, morning, 45 euro.
Okay, I take the morning.
Morning.
28.
Yes, 28 from Budapest.
I bought a 45 euro ticket for the train on December 28. It was Christmas holidays and the most beautiful McDonald's was closed. went out to the station after take a few shots. I looked for a place to eat, but only a Turkish restaurant open. And I had a lamb dish with rice that tasted exactly like the one I had in Istanbul a few months ago. The Turkish owner was so friendly. He even gave me more potatoes, too much for me. Castle Hill is located on a 167-meter hill right by the Danube River. I arrived around 3 p.m. and waited until 4 p.m. when the lights across the river finally came on. It's one of the iconic views of Budapest. The wind up there was so strong, it was nearly impossible to hold my camera steady, and it was really cold. I tried taking a few shots on film, but they turned out too dark and blurry. Because the shutter speed was too slow, I had to only use my Sony A7IV. As night fell, I walked down to the Danube River, across from the Parliament building. The illuminated Parliament building stands on the Danube River at night, as if it came from another world.